just happened, so it's kind of like just an idea. What's it like for you now on the field and looking around you have Tank, Nico, all the weapons around you had that at your disposal?
Yeah, it's fun. A lot of hungry guys and guys who have played some great ball in their careers and, just ready to win and ready to eat. So, it's very exciting. We're just trying to build that chemistry and timing right now, and it's going pretty good so far.
How important was it for you to get your receivers together like you have this year? Throughout the offseason.
It's really important. That's where not only you build just the timing and the chemistry on the field, but also just, just spending time off the field, getting a feel for one another, personality-wise, and really just, just having fun with one another. Football is meant to be fun, so that's what we do on those trips, and and just really, we know football is the reason why we're here, so we get the work done, but also enjoy it.
What did you learn about Stephon in your offseason interaction with him?
Really just how hard he works, man. He's somebody who, loves the game and doesn't cheat it, and that's why he's been successful. And, I think he'll continue that success. I'm blessed enough to hopefully be a part of that. And, that's some things that just stick out for me, just how personable he is, how relatable he is. He's really friendly and very vocal, so it's really nice to have him around.
You had a great rookie year. You had a great rookie year. What are some things that you think that you can improve to take it to the next level?
Yeah, there's a ton of things. Most of the things, I really can say just like owning the offense more, operation, putting more on my plate, with just like run checks, protection checks, things like that. And then really just like everything inside the field, X's and O's can always be better. You can always have better footwork. I want to definitely attack down the field more this year, and press guys back, and but also take what the defense gives me, and if it's a boring play, just stay with the boring stuff, and just be efficient with that. So those are all things I can get better at, and I hope to do that.
CJ weren't that much expectations last year, and of course that changes this year when you have players like Stephon and Joe. Does it feel different coming into this training camp than what it's listed?
Yeah, I think for me right now, just the message is keep the main thing the main thing. We want to, of course, we have not only a lot of expectations, we have a lot of big goals on this team, and that's how it should be. The person who always doubts himself probably will never make it to that point. So you got to have confidence and have a goal and a plan and execute that plan. So that's what we're doing, and really, but you have to be where your feet are. We're in training camp right now. We got to just execute that and make sure that we're taking every day to get better.
What do you like about this team in terms of the locker room chemistry, the camaraderie? What do you like about the team?
I think you said it right there, just the camaraderie, the brotherhood. Last year, I was blessed enough to have no egos, and everybody just wanted to see everyone do well, but also do well themselves, of course. And when that's in the locker room, it's nothing but success waiting to happen. So that's kind of the vibe right now, the locker room.
What are the goals that you have for this season, and are they different from what you had last year?
No, winning. That's the goal. You win, you move on. So that's the goal from the start to finish.
Last year, you all had a mantra of iron sharpens iron. I seen you talking to Derek after practice today. How important is that to be able to talk with those defensive players to see what they've seen, from a defensive standpoint going up against you?
Yeah, you said it. Iron sharpens iron. Those are my teammates, and some people, the people who I want to see do well is on my team. So if Steen gets me on a play, I ask him what he's seen, and if I get him on a play, he always comes up to me and asks me what I did to make that play work. So it's just iron sharp iron, good on good. Trying to just help one another.
How different is this year for you, just not having to deal with everything as a rookie coming into camp and having to be a little bit more focused, perhaps?
It's definitely a little more confident, just knowing like how training camp works, the reps I'll take, going with the ones. Last year I really didn't know that until the very beginning of the regular season. So right now, it's just trying to just not only build a camaraderie but also just be a leader with the first team, and so the second and third and everybody who's watching can know like this is the standard. So it's up to me to set that standard, and I have to do that every day. So it's very exciting.
You said you wanted some time off. First time you're going to have some in a long time heading into the off season. Were you able to relax? Was it busy? How would you summarize your first NFL off season?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I had some time to sit down and sit with fam and really just enjoy some days. And my mom's house is on her couch chilling, which I haven't got to do since high school. And then also, I got to have my teammates come to LA, went to Miami, threw with some guys here in Houston, and really had some great throwing sets with those guys. So, it's been a multitude of both. I think it was a successful one. And it was my first one, so I can learn from this. And now next year have more of an idea on how that goes in the off season.
The Texans added your Ohio State brother in Jeff Okudah. What's your relationship with him, and what type of talent is he, and how can he help the team?
Yeah, so me and Jeff missed each other just 1 year, but I was always a fan of his in college when I was going to Ohio State, and he has a lot of upside, and he'll show what we see every day. I think he'll show that this year, and I think he just needed a fresh start. So I'm excited for him to get that.
A guy that you did play with was Case Stover. We haven't seen it on the field yet, but from the background side of it, what can you tell us about him?
Yeah, me and Cade are, we're brothers, man. Somebody who, I had the chance to play with in college, but, spent a lot of time with him off the field in college, barbecuing, like just chilling, playing the game, all type of stuff. So, that's somebody who I consider my brother. Me and his families are really close. And, he's been doing really well out here, blocking, catching, running good routes. He's owning the offense, which is really exciting to see.
Coming out of Ohio State, you were always C.J. Stroud, of course, but after going through your rookie year and all the accolades and everything that you did, how different has it been for you now? What C.J. Stroud are we getting now, and how is it for you when you're out on the streets now when people are approaching you?
Yeah, I would say the C.J. getting is the C.J. that's always been here. I don't plan on changing no time soon. I kind of was the same way last year, of course, had some success, but I always remember how quick they love you is how quick they hate you. So I'm head down working, tunnel vision on just my goals and these team goals that we have, and what happened last year happened, but you'll never able to get that back, and that's success and failure. So you learn from it, you move on, you forget about it, and now it's time to work from now on. So walking around the street, I get a little more recognition and people noticing me, but I just try to show love, let people know that I am a normal person that just plays football on TV sometimes. So I think I'm pretty normal. I don't know, but I'm blessed to be in this man for sure.
You feel like
3 more guys. Do you watch any Buffalo film this offseason? Does Stephon open your playbook at all, anything like that?
Yeah, I watch a little bit of everybody around the league. I watch Buffalo, I watch the Rams, I watch Minnesota. I watch Kansas City. Lions are a great team to watch offensively. So I learn from everybody. But yeah, Steph is somebody who definitely can open up your playbook, but we have all of those guys around. He'll say that too, So it's five-headed monster, So it's definitely super dope to have, just a bunch of options.
And so as a result, expectations are a little bit higher. So how are you guys as a team been handling just kind of the outside noise of people expecting you guys to do really good things this year?
Just work, that's all it's about. It's just working, and either you do it or you don't. We're the ones on the field that got to go figure it out, and I think we'll do that. We've been playing ball since we've been kids, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to be harder. We have a target on our back this year, and that's how you should want it. And that's what I'm used to playing at Ohio State, and I'm really honored and blessed to have the teammates that I do to want that challenge, and for guys that want to come and play here, because this Texan team isn't for everybody. It's hard here, and we're blessed enough to play a game that we've been playing since we've been kids. So I definitely do think that all the expectations, if we just work, everything will take care of itself. The story's already written. So
CJ, you mentioned earlier about the ownership of the offense. What do you consider yourself as far as the mastery level? And I know it changes week to week, the team that you got to deal with. But from your standpoint, your evolution, where do you think you're standing at now?
I'm still young in the game. I'm still pretty new. It's only year 2 for me, so I have a lot to learn. I want to get better. I'm willing to get better, and I'm willing to be vulnerable about that. And I ask questions. I ask hard questions. And I want to know why I'm doing what I'm doing. And last year I got to see a lot of success from that. Also, some things that I need to get better at. So, it's a balance of not just shooting yourself in the foot but also holding yourself accountable when you need to, while also raising yourself up and staying confident. So, you know, that's kind of where I'm at now, most definitely.
Last one. Time players build camaraderie. Aside from what y'all doing in the field, what are ways y'all trying to build camaraderie?
Right now, you know, we got the college football game out, so we trying to get that in the locker room so guys can play and have some fun with that. But yeah, those are just, I mean, just like being boys. Like there's no like secret sauce you put in there. It's just guys being guys, you know.
I'm trying to get at the college football game.
Yeah. It's I like it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, they put the squabble in there. I need a check. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's all good. But nah, I think it's dope to see that. But I wanted to say, man, I'm praying for everybody from the hurricane. You know, help is on the way. Me and my foundation are trying to help right now as I'm speaking. So, you know, we're thinking about everybody who was affected. You know, we want to help. So, you know, we're praying for everybody. I hope everybody's getting their power back. And, you know, we're trying to get people in the streets to get the debris and stuff off people's houses and gates and fences and stuff. So, you know, prayers out. And if we can help out any way, just reach out to my foundation, please, and we'll try. So, thank you, guys.
What's it like to be your camp now, coming off a winning season, and to have the expectations starting this season?
It feels good, you know, but last year is last year. It's over with. I feel like it's a whole new slate, whole new season. Great opportunity for us to go out and repeat what we did. You know, it's a lot of improvements for us, you know, all around. And I feel like this camp continue to stack, continue to build and work on us.
Does this camp feel any different than the first?
Like from last year?
Yeah.
A little bit. You know, I feel like it's new juice, new energy, new players, man. I feel like the tempo is fun. You know, practice is going to be competitive, fun, man. I feel like that's the best, man. Iron sharpens iron, you know, so I feel like it's the only way we're going to improve and make each other better. So on Sunday it's going to be easier.
Do you think any of that comes from the success that you had last year?
Yeah, but I feel like it's really come down to the work you put in. You know, the work you put in the off season. You know, you build your confidence and your confidence on the plays and go out and just be yourself.
Of course, a lot of attention is going to come towards watching Stephon Diggs being out on the field. But how good does it feel to have Tank back?
It feels great, man. Great, man. I feel like just having all receivers back, man. You know, you don't want to have your brother missing. You know, just see him back, having fun. You know, playing the game that he loved, man. It's amazing to see. You know, just his recovery back. You know, just be back with us, man. It's fun. You know, I feel like our receiver group, quarterbacks, O-line, tight end, just the whole team, the whole squad, man. We solid. And I feel like for us, we got to work on ourselves, man, continue to build and remember the mission.
What have you learned from Stephon this far, and what was your reaction upon?
Man, a lot, man. He's a vet. I've been watching Diggs, man, for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, when I was in middle school, he was Minnesota making plays, so it's just crazy that he's part of the squad, part of the team, man, and a vet in the room, somebody I can lean on, ask questions, him, Woods, Noah, everybody. I feel like there's always room for improvement, always, you know, picking brains, knowledge, you know, from a vet. You know, that's been in the game for a minute. You know, he know how to go about his business, man, and great, he part of this unit.
Any specific tips or anything he shared thus far?
I feel like it's too many. I feel like it's just playing ball, you know, just different plays, different routes, you know, with the linebacker or the corner outside, you know, just different stuff, you know, just I feel like we all just learning from each other, talking, you know, he asking us, we asking him, you know, just we all just lean on each other, man. I feel like that's what you need, you know, as a team, you know, if you want to go to where you want to go.
Do you feel like y'all expect a lot more from each other this year than you out there coming in the last year?
I feel like for us, man, it's just going out and do what we've been doing. You know, play the game we've been playing our whole life. You know, it's a lot of expectations for us, but I feel like for us, man, you got to block out the noise. You know, remember the mission, remember our goal. Take one day at a time, man, and just be ourselves. You know, I feel like you can't jump at the end of the season. We ain't even there yet. You know, you got to see by tomorrow, day after that. So I feel like for us, man, just keep stacking, keep building, and the rest fall in place.
Nico, in your game, do you feel like there's some specific things that you've gotten even better at since last year when you had your best season?
Yeah, I feel like for me, man, just continue to work on my explosiveness, being flexible, you know, being fluent. I'm a big body, you know, I'm 6'4", you know, so it's tall. You know, I'm a big frame, so I feel like for me, man, just being able to bend, drop my weight, you know, just going up and high point the ball. So I feel like for me, man, is always just working on my craft. You never get comfortable. You know, you can't get complacent, man. And I feel like that's where you lose the vision. You know, I just feel like for me, man, just continue to stack, brick by brick, man, and reach my goal.
You were pretty open with us last year about how different the season was, how different the feeling was in the building, and the fact you were fighting for a playoff spot was crazy after the last couple of years. How different, what kind of taste did that give you coming into this year's camp? Just the mental mindset.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same mindset, same energy, same goal, man. You know, last year it was good, but it wasn't good enough. You know, we didn't reach with that goal we wanted to. You know, we made it first round playoffs, boom, lost, and then that was it. So I feel like this year we can't have that same feeling. We know what it's like to win, keep going. So we feel like we're going to keep that feeling, keep the energy going, man. I feel like for us, just like I said, just one game at a time, and have fun, be there for each other, enjoy the moment.
From your own individual side, what have you seen in the progression of John Mitchell this offseason?
From Mets, man, just seeing him dialed in, man, you know, just from his past, you know, he's been dealing with a lot, you know, just seeing him, you know, come in every day, you know, work on himself, work on his body, you know, the things he feel like he can improve on, man, and it's showing on the field. You know, the work he's been putting in the offseason, it's showing. You know, I feel like for him, man, just for everybody, just keep going head down, even for me, like just continue to improve just 1% every day, man. But him, it's impressive, man. Just seeing his work ethic, man, to see him just keep shining and progressing the way he is, man, it's amazing. You know, so for him, the sky's the limit.
Last season you came. Oh, go ahead, Steph.
As a big body wide receiver, have you watched much film of Andre Johnson?
Yeah.
What are your feelings about going to Kent and playing there?
Man, Dre, that dude special. It's the reason why he's there. You know, it's the reason why we're going to see him be in the Hall of Fame, man. That dude, he's a legend. You know, so I watch a lot of big body receivers. Him, Julio, Larry Fitzgerald, Michael Thomas. You know, there's a lot of guys like that I feel like that got the same body as me. You know, I watch how they release, watch how they, you know, they come out the breaks, things like that. Just being smooth, make everything look the same. I feel like that's what Dre did his career here, man. It's going up. Whatever ball in the air is coming his way is his. So I feel like that's the mindset. That's what I'm chasing, you know, trying to be like him. So that dude, he deserved it, for sure.
Last season, you had the extension looming in the back end, although you didn't allow it to affect the way that you played.
So,
how much better does it feel coming into this season knowing that has already been done?
Yeah.
And now you can just really go out and focus on football.
Man, it's a blessing, man. You know, a lot of people don't get that second chance, get that second contract, man. But for them to believe in me and put their trust in me for it to come a year early, you know, it means a lot. You know, it means they trust me. And so I feel like on my end, I just got to put the work in. You know, they put all their chips in. So I feel like for me, I just got to continue to show them, you know, continue to prove myself, and continue to have fun. I feel like just can't get comfortable. You know, it's there, but I feel like it's much more to improve on. Always more improvement on my game, you know. So I feel like I'm not there yet. You know, I feel like I'm always, you know, itching to get better, itching to find what I need for my body and just to make plays for the team, you know. So this year, man, I feel like it's going to be fun for everybody. You know, everybody just trust the process, dialed in, be relentless, man, and be there for each other. Can't nobody stop that.
It's part of the motivation also. You signed your deal, and then next thing you know, everybody else is signing deals, and they're getting more and more and more.
Yeah.
Is that what also motivates you to get that next contract?
Yeah, most definitely, man. I feel like it's a lot more on the table. You know, I feel like it's just a start for me. So I feel like I just got to build on it. You know, just continue to go. You know, continue to try to prove everybody right, prove myself right. You know, and just ball out, man. I feel like that's all I got. You know, just keep being myself. For sure.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Alright, guys. Last time that some of us talked to you, you were talking to Houston about storm preparation. Do you feel like you were prepared for the storms that we got? And what do you want to say to Houston about the storms that we had?
Yeah, I wasn't here, so I was back in Georgia. Thank God. And I came back and the tree fell in my backyard, and my power was off. But I hope everybody was safe, and next time we have one, everybody continue to prepare the right way. So yeah.
You put on some muscles off season. Looks like you put on some pounds.
Yeah, I think last year I was like 248,
And about the time we got to like the Ravens game, I was just like, I just can't last. Like, I feel like I was getting tossed around. So I kind of bulked up a little this offseason, tried to keep my speed. Well, I did keep my speed. So I'm like 263 now. I feel good. Some people still say I don't even look big, so I appreciate you for that.
Well, as a finisher and in terms of having more of a pass rush plan and things that you have at your disposal, where do you feel like you're better specifically? Where do you feel like you're better specifically in terms of finishing and having a pass rush plan, just repertoire?
Yeah, for me, I feel like that's the area I'm still working on right now. Me and Coach Burke was actually just talking. I think that's one thing that I'm continuing to keep getting better at. It's just working on my finish and working on my extension at the top of my rush and turning that corner. That's something this whole offseason I've been working on, and I'm excited to just keep seeing the progress and just keep building that 1% each day.
What's different about you in year two? You know, you're not a rookie anymore. You gotta come in and do all the offseason. What's different for you, and how's it feel?
Yeah, I feel like my focus is just less on what everybody has to say and more on God. I think my biggest thing is knowing that, like I always tell y'all, like my approval comes from Him. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, everything that I achieve in His lifetime, I'm putting Him first for it because He's the reason why I'm here. And I think that's the difference. Like this year, man, I'm like, God, whether it's a good game, bad game, anything, like you're going to get the praise and glory for it. Like I'm going to let you use me however you want to use me each game. And I just want to be a servant, be a leader, and be a blessing to my teammates and help them out in any type of way. So that's my whole thing coming into this year, man, is like, God, however you want to use me, I just want to be a blessing to this team.
Well, I got a chance to talk to
how did you come to that epiphany where you say, hey, I just want to focus on not what everybody else is saying, but just focus on what God has for you?
Yeah, I think it's just a maturity, man, and just diving deeper into the Word and spending this off season, you know, more in church and more in the Bible and learning myself more and just seeing like how the outside world is and learning like, bro, like, and once you get to that spiritual level, I think it's like, bro, like God is your ultimate goal. Like He's the one that wakes you up in the morning. Like some person in somebody's basement don't wake you up in the morning. Like their opinion doesn't matter. So my thing is like I want to put all my focus there and let God handle the rest.
Well, your high school coaches said that if somebody wanted to motivate you to just tell you something that you can't do, and then you'll go out there and you'll get it done. They also told me that even during like the spring break, summer break, you would call them and say, well, what are you doing? Can you come do one-on-one drills for me? How do you keep that type of motivation going into year two?
For me, I always feel like it's somebody trying to take my position, and it's somebody always behind me that's just like trying to come get what I want. So like I always want to stay on edge. I always want to stay in front. I always want to stay up to date with like whatever I got going on, man. And that was my whole mindset, and that's my mindset now. Is like, how can I continue to get better? What am I doing to set myself apart from the rest of the competition? And that's just been my mindset the whole time.
Nico's talked a lot about confidence after guys have got a year under their belt.
Yeah.
Is there a part of your game that you're more confident in this year than maybe a year ago you were?
Yeah, I would just say within the system, man. Like, not reading, not thinking, and just going and just being free and just playing my freest. And I think this OTA and going into this training camp, I kind of feel that. Like, I'm more free. I know the system. I know what I can do. I know what I can't do. But I know I can be myself within the system.
Away from the field, how important was it for you to be able to have your first annual football camp and to give back to Southeast Georgia like that?
Yeah, it was really important. Like, in Georgia, like, it's not that many camps down in the South. It's always going up north. I know when I was younger, going to Georgia for 100, an hour away, $45 camp. And I was like, man, like, I want to go back to my community where it all started, have a free camp for those kids because they deserve it, man. It's a lot of talent down there. And I just want to show them that anything is possible. And the biggest goal is just always giving back to your community and helping the younger generation.
Well, what have you been learning from Daniil Hunter, and what's the relationship like that you've already started?
Yeah, man, I've been learning a lot from him. He's been great. I commend him a lot just by the way he works with his hands. He does a really good job, and that's everything that he tries to do for us. Like, we do a lot of hand work, it's like karate a little bit, but like he's so good with his hands, and he's been teaching me that a lot.
How were the acting skills, HEB commercials? How was your acting?
You gotta have to ask CJ that. Mine wasn't as good as his, man.
Do you have to do multiple takes or anything like that?
Multiple takes. We was there from like 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., man. No, I'm just playing. 7.
Like Cobra Kai, right?
Yeah, like Cobra Kai, man.
Well, I know in part of your family, you always talk about, your sisters. I know you had one sister that's really critical on your play and everything. And you talked about how you ended the season and how you got tossed around. Did she reach you to ride at the end of the year?
No, they cut me some slack because they knew I was hurt. towards the end.
Yeah.
So they cut me a little bit of slack, but believe they've been on me this offseason. They've been on me. I had to wake up early every morning just to get away from them, man. They're like, when you gonna go work out? When you gonna go do this? And I said, can I just do my schedule? Can I have my schedule? But I love my family to death, and that's why I appreciate them so much, because not only do I push myself, but they push me as well.
Is there an area that you think this team has really improved on since last year?
Yeah, I would just say the bonding and keep coming together, man. I think are further ahead of that than we were last year. Like, even with all the new additions, it just feels like we've been together for a while now. With everybody that's been here, like, or all the new guys, it just seemed like we've been playing together for about a year or two now, and it just shows, like, the type of guys that we have in this building.
Well, in what ways do you feel like you've improved?
Yeah, man, I think my biggest thing, I just wanted to get bigger, stronger, faster, and I think those are the areas that I really improved on, and have more mobility and flexibility to be able to get in some of the positions, to bend a little better, to get off blocks a little better, and to use my hands a little better. So those are all the areas that I feel like I've been taking the necessary steps to, continue to keep improving.
We know that you are a leader on the field, but what did you do off the field in order to have a better presence in the locker room?
Yeah, man, a lot of self-evaluation and just building my confidence and not being scared to say stuff sometimes, and being more calm and being able to talk and stuff like that, and being able to, like, let my passion come out but reel back on my passion a little bit, and just be more relaxed and calm about it.
Last one for DJ.
How do you feel like you guys as a team are handling the expectations? Because people think you guys can do really good things. How do you think you guys are handling the outside noise?
Yeah, Coach hit it on the head yesterday, man. And I know just from the players, man, like, the expectation is always going to be the expectation. Like, nobody on the outside is going to have a bigger expectation than on the inside of the building. And right now, our expectation is just building that building. Building a tall building, man, but it starts with our foundation of coming out here, getting 1% better, everybody keeping their head down and just working.
Thanks.
Thank you. I got you.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.